In a peaceful farm, there lived a little chick named Poopo. Poopo always looked out the small window of his coop at the world beyond. He longed to explore the big world, but his mother always told him, "Poopo, the outside is very dangerous. You must stay in the coop." One day, while his mother was sleeping, Poopo stepped out of the coop and entered the big world. At first, everything was amazing. The fresh air, the tall trees, and the sound of the wind passing through the leaves. But soon, Poopo realized that the world was not as safe as he had imagined. As Poopo was passing by a big tree, suddenly he heard the growl of a fox. The fox ran after Poopo, and he began to run as fast as he could. Poopo quickly ran towards a big tree and hid behind its trunk. When the fox saw that Poopo had hidden behind the tree, it became furious and left. The sparrow, perched on a tree, said in a calm voice, "Stay hidden behind the tree. The fox can't reach you here." Poopo felt relieved and started walking back towards home. But now he understood that the outside world was not only scary, but also full of adventures. He realized that the big world wasn't only dangerous, but also full of new things and experiences. Poopo marveled at the bird flying so freely in the sky, wishing he could be as free. Even in this vast world, Poopo found beauty in the small things around him. The mountains in the distance looked so big and unreachable, but Poopo knew that one day he could explore them too. Poopo was almost home now. He looked up at the sky one last time, feeling a sense of accomplishment and peace. His mother woke up and asked, "Poopo, where have you been?" Poopo smiled and said, "I just learned a little more about the big world, but now I know I need to be more careful." His mother gently patted his head and said, "The big world will always be waiting for you, but always walk carefully." Now, with more experience, Poopo began to explore the big world little by little, feeling both excited and cautious. With every step, Poopo grew more confident in the world outside the coop. Poopo marveled at the small, beautiful things in the world, like the butterfly flying so gracefully. Poopo met new friends, and for the first time, he felt like he wasn't alone in this big world. For the first time, Poopo felt like part of something bigger, a part of the world around him. After a day full of new experiences, Poopo sat down, feeling content and at peace with the world. Poopo knew it was time to return home, but he also knew that the world would always be waiting for him. Poopo walked back home, feeling proud of all that he had experienced. When Poopo returned, his mother looked at him with love and pride, knowing he had learned valuable lessons. His mother wrapped her wings around him and said, "I'm proud of you, Poopo. You've grown so much." That night, Poopo fell asleep peacefully, knowing that the world outside was vast, but full of wonders and adventures waiting for him.
In a cozy little coop, Poopo would stay. of wonder and heart full of cheer. He longed for the world, yet held on to his fear. One day while his mother was fast asleep, he stepped out the door, his promise to keep. The world was so big, the sky was so wide, but soon came the danger and Poopo had to hide. A fox came running swift as the breeze. Poopo ran fast, dodging the trees. He hid behind a tree, heart racing with fright, and watched as the fox gave up the fight. A sparrow then spoke from a branch high above. Stay safe, little Poopo, stay hidden with love. With courage and caution, Poopo learned that day, the world is big, but you'll find your way. In a cozy little coop, Poopo would stay, dreaming of the world beyond every day. With eyes full of wonder and heart full of cheer, he longed for the world, yet held on to his fear. He longed for the world, yet held on to his fear. A sparrow then spoke from a branch high above. Stay safe, little Poopo, stay hidden with love. With courage and caution, Poopo learned that day, the world is big, but you'll find your